Crack, welcome back. It's your favourite egg, GFA, and welcome to a series called What in Tarknation? A series where we talk everything Tarkov, rumours, latest news, lore, etc, etc. Today I want to talk about the rumours of the upcoming wipe that everyone is speculating is coming very, very soon. Some people believe that the wipe could be within the next week due to the latest event where the traders and the flea market's been locked off. However, I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of speculation that it's going to be May the 1st, which is a Sunday coming up. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's ages away, it's definitely close. But I have some reasons to believe that it's going to be a bit later than what everyone else is sort of speculating currently. So let's start by talking about the latest event that is currently ongoing in the game. Obviously, as I mentioned earlier, the traders are currently locked off and the flea market has been disabled as well. Other than Fence, you can still use Fence at the moment. We're currently on day 2 of the event. I did play a lot yesterday on my stream where we tested out the current situation and how the game plays. And I think it's quite fun at the moment. A lot of people don't like it. I do like it, but I have to say that it is frustrating. My stash is absolutely whammed. It's full of just so much toot that I can't sell, and I don't want to discard because I want to make those rubles, or it's for a quest that I can't turn in. But I want to touch on what I think this event is for. Now, the main 2 points I want to make here is that I think it's to balance the current economy of the game and to sort of put people on a more level playing field. It's to burn through people's ammo reserves, burn through people's med reserves, food reserves, all that good stuff, and to sort of bring the chads and the really high level streamers and players just down a few notches. Which brings me on to point 2, which ties very nicely into point 1 of the balancing. I think this is in preparation of the Lighthouse expansion that is coming out very soon. Now, I know I'm not the first person to think this. I'm sure many of you had the same thoughts. But basically, the Lighthouse expansion is really opening up the map. It's adding a new area, and it's also adding new Lighthouse bosses. We've got Knight, Bird Eye, and Big Pipe. There'll also be new areas around the water treatment facility, etc, etc. So it's quite a big expansion. So my thought process is they don't want a bunch of chads with the absolute top tier weapons, ammo, scopes, loadouts, whatever, being able to just run in and kill these bosses relatively easily. I think it also will bring some good testing around this expansion for balancing purposes on the other side of the spectrum. And this is one of the reasons I don't think the wipe is coming as soon as people think. I think what they want to do is they want to test out this expansion before they wipe the game. I think that on Sunday, May the 1st, we will get the Lighthouse expansion, or at least around that time. I think they want to allow a little window of time for stress testing and game testing with the new expansion. I think they want people to be able to run these raids towards the end of a wipe to sort of see how the bosses fare up to the higher tier stuff, the better weapons, the better ammo, but also to sort of see how they react, how their AI is working, or just work out all the kinks essentially. Usually it's around 6 months or so between each wipe, and we almost always get some form of warning from Nikita, whether it's a few days or a week before, to let us know that the game's wiping, so that everyone can go and enjoy their best stuff, their meta weapons, anything they've been holding on to for this last wipe. Now, don't get me wrong, Nikita has absolutely no obligation to tell us that there's a wipe coming. He doesn't have to tweet and say, yo guys, you've got a week. But I think he will. It's just one of those things. You don't want to go out of your way to aggravate and antagonize your player base. And it's just a fun week of PvP because no one is worried about losing their stuff because they're going to lose it anyway. So everyone just plays really balls in. It's quite fun. Now let's swing back round to the dates that we mentioned and why I keep saying May the 1st. There's a document that I'm looking at here, which is called Money Collected, and I'm sure you're aware of this. There is currently an event within the game going on. They're trying to collect rubles, so you can go onto the game and you can donate anywhere between 25,000 and 100 million rubles. It could very well be, again, for the purposes of balancing, just to get all those sort of mega chads that have hundreds and hundreds of millions of rubles in their stash. There's also a document here on this collection event that I want to talk about because this is where the dates are mentioned. So I'll put it on the screen and I'll really quickly read it out for you. So it reads, report on events in the area of responsibility of the UNTAR contingent. I hereby report that since April 20 of this year, there has been a significant aggravation of the situation in the city of Tarkov, caused by a conflict between LK and local representatives of illegal business. This conflict led to the almost complete cessation of trade operations on April 27th, and the impossibility of further distribution of weapons and medicines. So this is obviously referring to the traders being locked out, which led to the most difficult situation in the area of responsibility. We have already taken all necessary measures to resolve the conflict of interests. It is expected that after the fulfillment of the conditions set by LK, the tense situation will normalise significantly quicker. The individuals with whom cooperation is currently ongoing, as well as other local businesses, are expected to have their activities restored immediately after the conflict is resolved. And then it goes on to say, May the 1st, which is the Sunday we've been talking about earlier on, Deputy Head of the Department for Control and Supervision of the Area of Responsibility of the UNTAR Contingent, Avisor. So, I really do think that this May the 1st is a significant date, because there's no other reason for that date to be there. So it could purely be the date for the end of the event, because Nikita did tweet out 5 days, and that started on Wednesday. Does this signify anything more, or is it purely the end of the event? If this document was tweeted out without this whole cash collection thing, then I would be inclined to say that May the 1st is just saying it's the end of the event. But this whole collection of rubles, I think this has got something to do with the lighthouse expansion. So that's my take on the situation. Just to quickly go back to the number 600. 600 hours is 25 days. So if we go from the date the event started, which was the 27th on the Wednesday, and we go for 25 days, it brings us to Sunday, the 22nd of May. So if you want my estimation of when this wipe will be, I would say it's either going to be Sunday the 22nd, or more likely would be Monday the 23rd. Now, I may be reading far too much into this with the number and converting it into days, but I think this is very much so a Chekhov's gun situation, where, you know, if there's a gun seen in Act 1, then it has to be fired by Act 3 in regards to a play on the stage or a movie within cinematography. It's, you know, if you're focusing on something, the people that have posted this and created this document for the game, for the lore, every detail has been thought about, and there's a reason for everything you're seeing on that page. So that number 600 has significance. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing for some more What in Tarknation? Please let me know what you think and what your predictions are below in the comments, and let me know if there's any other topics within Tarkov that you would like me to talk about, or you want to talk to me about. As I said, I also stream Escape from Tarkov on Mondays and Wednesdays, so please do consider joining me live and we can chat about whatever we want to chat about within the Tarkov realm. Other than that, thank you very, very much for watching. I've been GFA. Peace.
Who's that?
Can't tell. He's in the mask again. Is it Gollum? Is it Gandalf?
Ask a friend.
Yeah, well you can ask your mum, cause I heard her screaming out last night. It's GFA. And we don't hydrate, we don't posture check, cause we want that cake.
The tiny